everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be telling you the requirements for a non-B visa when you're exiting to Laos. So short disclaimer, I'm working in a school, so the documents I'll be talking about are school related. Also, this video was filmed July 13, 2024. So depending on when you're watching this, also please do your own research and stay updated. For requirement number 1, you will need a visa application form. I'll put the link to this in the description box below where you can download and print this. Also, I will be putting it here. Actually, let me just put it here on the screen so you can see what it looks like and what you need to fill out. Your next requirement, or your second requirement, of course, is your original passport and a photocopy of your passport. Now, your passport must not expire within the next 180 days and contain at least 2 completely empty visa pages. Your third requirement are 2 3.5 by 4.5 pictures, recent pictures of you with a white background. Now, these pictures are what you're going to stick into your visa application form, so make sure they're professional and they look presentable. Your fourth requirement is an original letter from your employing institute or school in Thailand to the Royal Thai Consulate General in Vientiane or Savannakhet, depending on where you choose to exit. Your fifth requirement is an original letter of approval from relevant Thai government agencies. So this might take some time, but your school HR should be compiling this for you. Please follow up on them, ask them, and make sure that they have everything that they need. Sixth is a copy of the institute or school director's civil servant card for public schools. Number 7 is a copy of your working contract. 8, a copy of your institute or school registration document in Thailand, this time for private schools. If you're working in a private school, then you'll need this. If a public school, you will need requirement number 6. And number 9 is a copy of your institute or school director authorization. This is also for private schools. 10 is an original letter of acceptance from the school or your university or your company here in Thailand. Number 11 is a copy of your educational certificates. So since you will be working in a school, or at least I'm working in a school, of course I need to be certified and be qualified for that. So this means for me, I needed to show or make copies of my authenticated diploma and transcripts. So my diploma and my transcript from my college in the Philippines have already been authenticated by the DFA in the Philippines and the Philippine Embassy here in Thailand. 12th is the police clearance, valid for not more than 3 months, and of course a visa fee of 2,000 baht. Yes, you need to pay for that. So I know this may seem a lot, but don't worry. For requirements number 4 to 10, this should be compiled by your school's HR. They should be compiling and preparing all these documents for you, so hopefully that they know what to do. And yes, please just follow up and ask them. Now let's get into details and tackle the requirements that you'll need to get on your own, and the first is the police clearance. So before you go to the Royal Thai Police Station, you first need to have an online booking. So let me walk you actually through the step-by-step process. First, let's go to crdqonline.com. So when you open the page, it looks like this. I know it looks kind of scary because it's all in Thai. Don't worry, I'm going to walk you through this step by step. So once you get in this page, scroll all the way down, click these 2 white boxes. So the check mark is there. Basically, it's just an approval stating that it's just stating that you agree to their terms and agreement and you allow them to get your history and your fingerprints at the station. Once that's done, click this red button over here, and then you will see these dates over here. It's in Thai. So what we're gonna ask the help of our dear old Google Translate, right? So let's say Google Translate, just type in Google Translate and there'll be any translation app will pop up there. So copy this date, first date, and we put it in Google Translate over there. It says Monday 15th of July 2024. So you can pretty much tell these are all in July 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So depending on which date you want, let's say you want July 17. And so this one here, 1000, 1000, 1000, these are the original number of slots, and on this beside them, those are the slots left. So let's say you want 17, okay? Click that. Click this blue button over here, and it will say the times. It will show the times that are available. So let's say for me, I'm not a morning person and I have to consider my travel time. So let's say 10:30. And these are over here. These are the available number of slots, these numbers on the side. So let's say I want to go for 100. Let's put 1 over here because I only need 1 slot. Click this and it will show that you have booked 1 slot for that. For July 17, click this green button over here and it will show you these slots over here. Just put your passport number, your first name, and your last name. No need to put other traveling document and your Thai ID card because you do not need that. Once you're done, click this green button over here on the side and it will give you a receipt. So once you have that receipt, just screenshot, take a picture so that you can show it to the Royal Police Station. Once you're already there, you just basically proof that you already booked your slot online. So yeah, that's basically it. That's how you book a slot. So before you actually go to the Royal Thai Police Station, you need to prepare some documents. One, of course, is your original passport. You also photocopy your passport, and you will need a letter from your school or your institution stating why you need to get a police clearance. Lastly, prepare 100 baht in cash for the processing fee. So to get to this Royal Thai Police Station, you basically just ride the BTS to Siam Station, get down there and walk to the station. So I'll put the link to the Royal Thai Police Station in the description box below. You can find that on Google Maps. And when you enter the police station, it's kind of big. You might get lost, but don't worry if you do. Just ask any policeman in uniform over there. Ask them to tell you where you can get a police clearance for your work permit or your visa, and they will basically just point you to where you need to go, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have already asked them that, and they can also speak English there. Once they get your fingerprints and everything has been processed, please keep your receipt and give this to HR or take a picture of it. I made this mistake actually of losing my receipt, and I had to go through that process all over again. So yeah, just don't lose that receipt. Your document will be delivered to your school or your institution, and it will take about 7 days for it to arrive. Now let's say your documents are complete and you're ready to go to Laos. Should you get an agency? Well, I went through the agency route and I can tell you it has its pros and cons. So pro number 1 or advantage number 1 is that they do everything for you. So for me, they book my hotel, my transportation, my food, transportation around Laos too, from my hotel to the embassy. So I didn't have to worry about that, and I really like that because I wouldn't know where to go in Laos. I didn't even know where the embassy was. I've never been to that country. So having an agency really helped. Another is that they double checked all of my documents. So when I went to their office, they checked my documents before I was allowed to ride the van. 12-hour ride, guys, to Laos, to Vientiane. They checked my documents and they realized that I did not have my diploma and my transcripts. So because, you know, they were able to find that out, I had time to call my school's HR, and she basically just emailed everything to me, emailed my documents, and the agency printed those documents for me for free. So at least with that, I am secure that my documents are complete. The third advantage of having an agency is that I was with friends. I made new friends, and I was with other Filipinos and other foreign nationals too. I met Indians, and I met South Africans who were there to get their documents. They're basically to get their non-B visa as well. So it wasn't a very scary experience because I was among people who were just like me, who were also looking forward to getting their non-B visas in Thailand. So I guess for disadvantages, Cons, it is pricier. It is more expensive compared to doing it yourself. But for me, I've never done this before. I've never been to Laos. So I would rather pay for that convenience and that security, knowing that I am in a safe hotel. I have transportation around from my hotel to the embassy. I have food and my documents will be double checked. So yeah, I paid extra for that and I don't mind. I would rather pay for the convenience. Another disadvantage, and the biggest one honestly, was that there were some problems with the booking system. So the agency said that they already booked me a slot at the embassy, and when we went to the embassy, they said that your names are not here, but it's weird because I have a receipt here, it's proof that I have booking. And they're like, no, your name is not here. So for that, my advice, if you want to get the benefits of an agency but not have to go through that confusion there, is to book your own slot at their website. For the embassy's website at Vientiane, it's thaivisavientiane.com, and for Savannakhet, it's thaivisask.com. So just go there, make your own account, and book your own slots. Don't rely on fixers. Even if you have an agency, better be safe than sorry. Always be vigilant. And once you have that, you can basically just buy or avail the services of the agency. But always make sure to secure your own booking at the embassy first. If you found value in this, please help me out by clicking that like and subscribe button below. It really helps me out and it lets me know that you appreciate all the effort that I put into making this video. So let's say your documents are complete, you booked your slot at the embassy, and you're ready to go to Laos. You probably have some questions like, what about money and internet? For money in Laos and for internet, there is a cafe near the embassy called the Ella Cafe. It's where we went to. So this cafe, they offer free Wi-Fi for their customers. And because I didn't have any Laotian kip, so their currency, local currency there, I paid in Thai baht. And they actually accept Thai baht, but their change will be in Laotian kip. So when it comes to money, I didn't have to worry because some stores there also accept Thai baht. The thing with this Ella Cafe, it's where, I think it's also connected to the agency because it's where we triple checked our documents, because aside from the usual things, you also need a photocopy of your arrival stamp in Laos. So we got it printed over there. They got a printer that's, you know, from the agency itself. So that was really helpful. And when it comes to internet, let's say you already have your cash, internet, it's not like you can bring the cafe around with you. So if you're like me, you're a Gen Z who's addicted to the internet and is always with her phone, just buy a SIM card. So SIM cards there are like 100 to 200 baht. It's really cheap for like a few days. You can just get that and have internet. So yeah, just buy SIM cards there. Now, how long does the visa processing take? So visa processing takes 3 days. So let's say day 1, you arrive at the embassy, you give your documents, everything, and you pay the 2,000 baht processing fee. They will take your documents and they will give you a receipt stating what day and time to come back to get your passport with the non-B visa on it. So usually it's the day after tomorrow, and it's usually in the afternoon, like around 1:30 p.m. So with that, once you have that receipt, there's basically nothing you can do. All you have to do is wait. And while you're waiting, I know you can get a little anxious, and I'm like, oh my God, is my document okay? You're gonna be fine. Girl, trust me, walk around, explore Vientiane. It's a unique country, it's a unique place. Go to the night markets, walk that anxiety away, and breathe, because everything is gonna be fine. So yes, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more of me, please click this video over here that YouTube will be recommending specifically or especially for you, and I will see you there. Bye! Mwah!